Hey guys, it's See You Dad, and I've got absolute hell in store for all of you today. So like I said last time, that door right there leads to the end of the game, the final boss fight, final confrontation. And like I said, I remember it taking me a really long time last time, so I'm going to probably dedicate a whole video to that. Before we go in there though, I want to try and wrap up all of the extracurriculars, as it were, that we haven't completed here. Specifically today, we're going to be freeing all of the frozen guards. And like I said, just because they're not as easy to find and I don't want to spend all that time looking for them, I'm not going to include finding the other the other 8 anarchy symbols in this video. What I'm going to do instead is right now, I'm going to put a map up on screen. That right there tells you where all of the anarchy symbols are. Or maybe it has to be multiple maps. I don't know where they're all hidden. But just so you know, you could still refer to this video. I'm just not going to go to all those locations myself right now. What we are going to do is get the last of these victims frozen in ice. And there are currently... we have found 16 of them. And I think I have a pretty... that's the pause button, not what I wanted to do. We have 16 of them we found. And I think the last one is got to be... I don't know. He's got to be somewhere around here. So I'm going to spend some time looking for him. And I'll try to show these on the map the best I can as I come across them. However, I have a caveat, as I usually do, attached to this video. People who know me well know I love puns, and are probably a little surprised that I have not made a single ice pun or Christmas joke yet over the course of this Let's Play. That changes now. For every one of these guards that we unfreeze, I'm going to look up a terrible and corny ice, snow, or Christmas-related pun or joke to say as we unfreeze them. So if you needed even more reason to skip over this video, because again, we're not doing anything story-wise. We're not taking down Freeze till the next one. But yeah, this is your last warning. Probably going to be a really short video. So to reiterate again, as I find each one of these frozen guards, I am going to tell a just awful, awful joke. And technically, I'm allowed 3 up front because I've already freed 3 of them. So let's get into it. So the first guard that we're going to be freeing, I almost said freezing. The first guard is right here, right by the entrance into the Mr. Freeze boss fight. And let me ask you, sir, do you know how most snowmen nowadays get their information? They search it up on the winternet. I told you these were going to be bad. You're welcome. The next victim frozen in ice is right here in this hallway. In fact, I'm just going to go ahead and tell you all the rest of the ones that are in here in this building, because I don't think I need to show you the map for all these guys. All of them are here within the GothCorp labs, so we're just going to get that out of the way. And speaking of the internet, did you hear about the guy who had to pour warm water on his computer? It's because his Windows froze. Gosh, these are getting worse and worse.
Holy...
yeah, I know, it was bad, I get it. Oh yeah, did you guys hear about the snowman toddler? Yeah, he kept having these meltdowns. Alright, here's more of a trivia question for you. Which one do you think is faster, hot or cold? Well, I'll tell you, it's actually hot. Because you can catch cold pretty easily. What do you get when you cross a vampire with a snowman? You probably all know this one, but you get frostbite. Oh gosh, I even want to kill myself. Okay, this is a good one. I genuinely like this one. Okay, how does an Eskimo put something back together? It glues it. Hey, do you guys want to know how polar bears make their beds? That's easy. They do it with sheets of ice and blankets of snow. And before we leave the building, let's just cover the 3 guys we already saved. Hey, did you guys hear about that snow globe who got his house broken into? He's alright, he's just a bit shaken up. What did the snowman do whenever he was worried about melting? He took a chill pill. And finally, how do you find Will Smith out in the snow? That's easy. You look for fresh prints. Minus 10 victims frozen in ice, plus 10 victims who had to hear these god-awful jokes. Wait a minute. Oh, wow, I lucked out. I decided the way I was going to look for this last guy is I wanted to try and search for whatever the most barren, empty areas of the map were, which was either over here and then down here. I went here first. Man, did I make the right call. Okay, let's get him out of there and then we'll continue with the jokes. I'm assuming I gotta do one of these remote battering. Okay, maybe not. Oh, I see now. So I gotta throw it through here, and then guide it back around. There is the frozen thing itself. All good in the hood. So real quick again, for this guy, number 11, he is on the map right here in kind of the bottom left-hand corner of the map is where you'll find this officer here. Speaking of which, do you know what snowmen eat for lunch? Well, that's easy. Iceburgers. Icebergers. You know, I'm just gonna keep going. Alright, and for this next guy, just right here, slightly up to the north of where we found the last dude. Kinda gonna make a little circle around here. So, what do you call a snowman with a six-pack? The Abominable Snowman. I also just want to state for the record, I know these are like really, really bad jokes. Like, most of them are not even that funny. But I just came up with this idea at the last minute. I didn't exactly have time to like vet the jokes before I did them, so you're just getting whatever crappy things I find on the internet with a basic search result. I'm sorry I couldn't come up with 20 original ones. Alright, let's switch more into Christmas-themed ones. Okay, who's the Grinch's least favorite rock band? The Who. This next guy is over here behind these crates. He is also located just, again, kind of right up to the north from where we were here in Coventry. Where does Santa Claus have to stay if he goes on vacation? Well, he just has to book himself a room at a ho-ho hotel.
You're going down!
I deserve to get punched for that one, I'm not even gonna lie to you. The next guy is just immediately to the east. Like, we were just right on the other side of this bridge. You can still see him. That blue mark is the last guy we unfroze. So now we gotta get this guy. Oh, here's one that's gonna make you lose faith in humanity. Why should Santa make an Instagram account? That's easy, so he can slay for the world to see. That was slay as in like, yas queen, slay, and not slay as in like what you guys probably want to do to me after all these awful jokes. I don't know if I can adequately express how much of a bad idea I realized this was. Like, I never should have done this stupid joke thing. But at this point, it's too late to back out, so I'm sorry. I fully expect all the dislikes to be. Here's one for people who don't live in the South. Why is it always so cold around Christmas time? Well, duh, because it's in December. Oh my gosh, I'd probably, if I had an audience full of, like, elementary school kids, Actually, I don't even know if they'd find these funny. Also, I can't remember if I showed this guy on the map, but right here where I am, again, just not too far away from the dude we just freed. I think he was right there under the bridge, and so just farther to the east. We're going to hit this guy, and then kind of just circle around that way. You can get one good look at the map here. I don't know if I'm going to keep doing the map from now on, but here's just your final view where you can see where our last four guys are. Okay, here's one that's edifying to the Lord. How did Mary and Joseph know Jesus' weight whenever he was born? Well, that's easy. They had a way in the manger. Hey, we're Batman. Let's do one about criminals. Did you guys hear about that dude who stole the advent calendar? Got off with a pretty easy sentence. He only got 25 days. Hello, joke police. I'd like to turn myself in. Alright, here we go. What is a Christmas tree's favorite candy? Ornaments. Oh my god. I've been filming for like half an hour, guys, and I'm starting to feel it too. And the final guy, Frozen in Ice, gets the final joke, and this one's also pretty bad. But what do you call Santa after he goes bankrupt? He becomes Saint Nicholas. Breaking the ice. I earned that achievement. Yeah, and with that, that is all 20 guards saved, and there's 20 awful jokes you can use to absolutely torment anyone that you hate in your life with. I don't even know what we unlocked with it, but I can tell you it wasn't worth it. That genuinely might have been one of the worst videos I have ever done. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you guys, after about 3 jokes, and like after not being able to find good Christmas jokes, could you not run like that, Batman? Hop over it. I like very quickly realized, man, this is a mistake, but I've already committed to the bit, and yeah, I could have stopped at any time, but I felt like I had to torture myself. I just want you all to know that was just as bad for me as it was for you, because you at least have the option to, like, skip or fast forward. Anyways, oh man, I'm so sorry again. But yeah, that's gonna do it. I will see you guys in the next one, which will be the last video. And we'll finally deal with Mr. Freeze. Apex Vigilante, glad I'm good at something, because I'm not good at jokes. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.